I started off with a background in finance. I realized very early on that there was a part of me that is creative as well, and I didn't want to just crunch numbers all day long, although that's super beneficial as a brand owner and as an entrepreneur to have that financial literacy. My career just took some turns. I started working at Tiffany & Company, great company. I worked in corporate sales. Prior to that, I was in finance working as a stockbroker. I think I picked up skills along the way and saw opportunities, and those opportunities opened up doors for me. And so when I worked at Tiffany & Company, I learned what it was like to really focus on a brand. And I learned the essential foundation of branding, which was so important later in my career. Of course, I learned financial literacy. I learned how to read a balance sheet and an income statement. And all of those elements helped me as an entrepreneur. I met somebody who said we should start a skincare brand. I was a mom. I was young and I had some issues with my skin. I was worried about products that I was using and were they unsafe, especially because I was nursing a young baby. It was through my personal need and this person going, we should start a skincare brand. We just took the leap of faith. Like we went for it.
And I love that. You're just taking this leap of faith.
Yeah.
Was that even on your radar?
Not at all on my radar. So I had left Tiffany & Company because I knew that I didn't want the 9-to-5 corporate job anymore. I had had my third daughter. The first two, I loved it. I was a corporate mom. And then my third daughter came along 6 years after my second daughter, 8 years after my first. And my priorities had completely shifted. I had no idea. So I'd be sitting there in a boardroom listening to them. And I literally remember the moment where I was sitting there going, wait a minute, Sophia just crawled today. Like that's what's important. I thought, okay, I'm done. And I wanted to do something for myself, but I took a little bit of time to figure it out. I was working a lot in community, like I was doing a lot of charitable work as well, which gave me, even to this day, I love giving back. That is really what kind of fulfills me ultimately. I think through community, just meeting people, just being out there, this opportunity arose and I was like, let's just go for it because I have a need. And just knowing that the needs that I had, very specific needs, weren't being addressed. Consumers like myself weren't finding things.
I agree, yeah.
And so that was how the brand started. And that was 15 years ago.